Today is still Friday, 5th of May 2017, and it's 6:56 a.m. Central European Time. I just uploaded the contacting attempt at the CIA. I didn't bother writing a little thing to hold up right now. This is going to be a brief video, a very brief video. I realized something, a mechanism that the Abwehramt is working. There is a completely inane, stupid saying that goes back allegedly, because that's not necessarily true, to the Nazis, namely, in German, Viel Feind, viel eher. Where the Abwehramt is working, namely, against other Faex Mundi interest groups, is mechanisms pertaining to the actual functionality of the apps, namely the eher part. Okay, Viel Feind, viel eher means something like many enemies, much honor. That is a literal translation of it. Some completely idiotic motto that was used in the past. If you hijack that literally and tie it to functionality of the various apps, especially the honor part being involved here, because the honor part can be worked in the rank systems and esteem and whatnot. I always mentioning the Abwehramt in every third video probably, making clear that the Abwehramt are the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst of Faex Mundi. That really means that they have 7 billion enemies, and thus they have more, in that crazy routine, they have more honor and thus a higher rank than any of you fuckers. I want you to understand that is a routine, that they are working against you, and thus they will no longer be able to happily fuck minds with that alleged honor of being they are not the prime enemy of mankind, but of being the worst of Faex Mundi, and Faex Mundi is of course the enemy of mankind, and they profit from the effects of that can be achieved with the actual functionality of the actual apps. This is not delusional pseudo-functionality that some incompetent people are trying to go for. You can actually pretty precisely tie this to specific functionality of the virtualware apps. I do want to point this out, and I just realized that stupid saying, Viel Feind, viel eher, is what they actually make use of in their favor. And by me always explaining about their role and how they are the worst and worst, and every time I scream for their collective executions, that in these routines adds probably yet a little more honor, and so on and so forth. All of their honor, bonk, just hit rock bottom. In fact, me understanding precisely what specific routines they work and against whom, namely other Faex Mundi exclusively, no one fucking else, these routines are utilized by the Abwehramt, and of course they're Dunstkreis, and of course they're lurchy allies of the Witnesses of Jehovah, of the RKK Killerkinder, the fucking Adelspack, the delusional nobility that you have here, and so on and so forth, because they all profit by that. All of that just went down to rock bottom. Okay, so now, me having identified clearly, surgically, as precise as possible, period, that made Poof. And lo and behold, the Abwehramt shall be known as what they are, namely those who resemble the absolute lowest value of honor and anything and everything that they and their Dunstkreis and their allies and all of those that they associate with have tied to the honor working in the virtual, where in your Faex Mundi minds, not in mine, in your Faex Mundi minds. The sentence Viel Feind, viel eher being hijacked in a stupid literally mode and tied to actual functionality, that made Poof, ladies and gentlemen. And this, once more, Google in particular, YouTube, Alphabet Inc., this here very video, that very mechanism being clearly identified and declared Poof by me, if you hold back this information, you add, and I know you're reaching all new high scores, you have probably overtaken the Abwehramt by now, no shit, in all of the collective guilt that you have amassed on you by keeping back these videos, by forging my videos, by messing with the descriptions of these videos, by messing with the dates of these videos, by editing them, video and or sound editing them, and so on and so forth. If you hold back this here video, if you hold back this information from any fucking Faex Mundi IG out there in the whole world, you're gonna get your little bitchy asses kicked like your delusional gods, aliens, whatnot, actually existed and came just for the purpose of kicking your fucking asses. You will be amazed by how badly you will get your asses kicked if this here very video I'm recording and the information contained therein that the Viel Feind Viel Air routines that the Abwehramt and their media Dunstkreis work in their favor by stupidly literalizing the entire sentence and tying it to actual hard functionality of the virtual awares in their heads, in other people's heads, and of course in theirs really, because it's always in relation to whoever you connect to and so on and so forth. If you keep back that information from anyone, also, because I recorded the CIA video before, from the CIA, completely kept from information for the most part as they are, and horrendously utilized for ridiculous purposes to keep them busy and distracted and whatnot. Also the CIA, if you keep this information from the CIA, if you thus continue and actively, by you subduing these videos, actively contribute to the CIA, to the CIA's subjection in honor to the Abwehramt, being pointlessly and needlessly and counterproductively continued, oh boy, you're gonna get your little fucking Google, YouTube alphabet asses kicked so fucking bad, you have no idea. You have been told. Und Abwehramt, schönen Tag, Abwehr.